It's going to be a very, very good one Friday night. You got Georgia Tech going to Colorado. Georgia Tech favored by 4.5. Again, this is Friday night, week 1, ESPN. If you've been watching this show, you know we don't think it's ever too early to start previewing some of these matchups, and this is one that I'm super excited for. We'll break it down right now, give you our very early lean in this one. Not a pick, but a lean, which we may change when it comes to our official prediction in this game. Before we do that, make sure you're subscribed. If you want the official prediction, that's the best way to make sure you don't miss it. Tech fans, Colorado fans, go ahead and get locked in. This is I keep saying sneaky because this is one that happens on a Friday night. It goes on the exact same time as Auburn-Baylor does. So I think Auburn-Baylor's the Fox game. This is the ESPN game, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. First question, though, for this one, man. And I hate to be what's the right word? Not residual, redundant. Hate to be redundant here, but like, can Colorado defensively bow up? Now, Colorado last year, hear me loud and clear, they stepped up defensively. Year 1 wasn't great. Year 2, much better. Nobody, I don't think, in their right mind can say Colorado is just not an improved product on defense. But my question is, in this matchup now, we know what it is with Brent Key on Georgia Tech's side of the football when it comes to what they do on offense. All right? Like, if you watched the Week 0 game last year, only game on, Florida State, Georgia Tech wins on a walk-off field goal, and then Brent Key, cinema style, grabs the mic post-game and says, run the ball. They're going to run the ball, dude. Haynes King, Jamal Haynes, who's one of, I think, the best backs in college football that nobody seems to be talking about with what he was a season ago. They are going to get north and south. They'll be dynamic. They'll be versatile. It'll be a lot for Colorado to have to handle. But if Colorado, again, can bow up, then you put the game back on Haynes King as a thrower of the football. It's important to note now, Georgia Tech lost their best offensive weapon in Eric Singleton when he transferred over to Auburn. So Haynes King, he can throw the ball now. But I would be very eager if I were Colorado to force the issue and force him to test that. His first game of the season on the road, no more Eric Singleton. Like, that'd be the kind of game I'd want to play if I'm Colorado. Because if that happens now, and maybe Colorado gets a chance to have the door not just cracked open, but propped open, I should say. I'm not buying the narrative that offense is just going to fall off the face of planet Earth with no Shedeur, no Travis. Not ideal to have 2 NFL players gone from your offense. They lost more than that, but two premier NFL players from or premier pieces of your offense last year gone to the NFL, and Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. But I'm a big fan of Caden Salter, who I think will end up starting for you. Big fan of Joe Williams, who we've talked about on this show quite a bit, transferring in from the American Athletic Conference, was the freshman of the year in that conference, ball player. Omarion Miller, who I think a lot of Colorado fans already know about, but nationally you saw him his freshman year tear it up against USC. They got some guys, all right? So I'm curious now, what if Colorado looks at that spread, as Colorado has been known to do, and said, man, forget about all that. We're going to go ahead and draw first blood. In fact, we'll actually get ourselves a nice little, 13-3 lead, 14-7 lead. Like Colorado, if they have leverage in this game and they start to make it very clear, hey, we're going to score points, best of luck to y'all. Can Haynes King and that offense, explosiveness-wise, keep pace? Because if you get into a track meet with Colorado, I don't think that's the world that you want to live in if you're Georgia Tech. Like, Georgia Tech wants to play the game where they take the air out of the football, slow it down, make Caden Salter watch a lot of this thing. That's the game they want to play. But if they can't play that, I think the style actually favors Colorado in that matchup. Now, an important part of the style of this game is going to be Caden Salter and his mobility. This is a different element that Colorado has ever had since Deion Sanders has gotten there. Shedeur Sanders had great presence in the pocket in regards to how he would evade pressure and make throws off platform and all those things. But Shedeur Sanders took a fair amount of sacks. I think Caden Salter and what he brings to the table now, for those that have watched him from his days at Liberty, he can shake and bake a little bit. All right, this is a guy that can legitimately, if you don't get to him in the backfield, not just do you miss the opportunity for a tackle for a loss, like he may take off and not just get a first down. He might rip you for like 40+. He could score. Like, he's got legitimate home run-ish ability when he tucks it and runs. So, and you look at Georgia Tech's defense a year ago, they weren't actually all that awesome getting after the quarterback. But then you look at Colorado last year, they weren't actually all that awesome protecting the quarterback. I mean, they weren't as bad as they were the year before. They've taken steps there, but they still weren't great. So we talk about strengths a lot in these kind of previews, but I think right now I'm interested to see what are the weaker points for both these teams on their respective lines of scrimmage. How does that impact the game relative to Caden Salter and his mobility and what he could do on this game? Because in a spot like this where, first game of the year, some things aren't totally perfect for either sides of the football, it might just come down to Caden Salter making some plays with his feet and just kind of having the timely play, if you will. Maybe it's a situation where Colorado's trying to put the game on ice and it's late in the fourth and Colorado either has to get a first down or punt it away and give Georgia Tech a chance, and Caden Salter, maybe the play's not perfect. Maybe the routes aren't exactly as crisp as you would like, and the coverage is good by Georgia Tech. But like Caden Salter evades pressure, steps away, gets upfield, first down, slides down, ball game Colorado. Could definitely be a way where that happens. For me, I've seen too much from Georgia Tech to this point under Brent Key a season ago, where they were too physical. They were too, I would say, too solid to just totally dismiss them in this spot. I'm going to lean Georgia Tech right now. Very, very unconfidently, I'll lean Georgia Tech. But stick around, because our prediction, even as we sit here right now recording this video, I'm not so sure I don't want to flip to Colorado. But I'll lean Georgia Tech. I'll lean line of scrimmage, which I think right now favors the Jackets. But if we get some confirmation on who's playing quarterback for Colorado, maybe some fall camp intel, that could definitely flip things. So as much as you can sit on the fence and pick a team with a lean right now, we're going to do that with Georgia Tech. But again, make sure you're subscribed, because we'll have our full prediction for you for this game before week 1. It's a beautiful thing that is college football, and it's on the doorstep for all of us, man. So appreciate y'all being locked in. Appreciate y'all being subscribed. We will keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.